Good afternoon. Shall we start, Dr. Khaled?
Yes,
I think we should start so that we're
yeah,
not late. Yes, good
yeah.
afternoon,
Please,
everyone.
please do not forget to start the recording if you don't
Yes,
mind.
I've just started. Welcome to the first webinar at DFL, and the title of today's webinar is How to Use Scopus Data for Your Research. Today's webinar will be given by Dr. Khaled Bisbas, and Dr. Khaled has a great expertise in this domain. He's been working in this domain for a long period of time. So inshallah, this webinar will be very useful for both faculty and graduate students, all researchers. We hope you enjoy it. I just want to make two announcements. Number one, this webinar will be recorded. So if anybody's missed the webinar or you would like to go back to certain points, there will be a link in the chat for the webinar recording once it's downloaded. So probably by the end of today. And the second thing I'd like to say is that there will be certificates of attendance. I'll post the link in the chat towards the end of the webinar. So all you need to do is just type in your name and you will be receiving a certificate of attendance probably by early next week. Okay, Dr. Khaled, the floor is yours.
Thank you
And
so much for this, generous presentation and introduction. Thank you so much. Actually, this presentation was given earlier, previously, to graduate students and to a number of our colleagues from the Department of Foreign Languages. But Scopus added new features and new modules that are really very, very helpful. And I updated the presentation accordingly. So there would be new figures and also new tools to be explained and also illustrated later on. So let us not waste much time. I would start with an overview. So this is the, well, it's not working. Okay, fine. So this is the outline. We have an overview of Scopus database as a whole in figures and numbers. Then very quickly we'll go through the registration and login processes. Then two types of major, search. Journal search, which includes categories like search by subject area, by title, and document search. Document search is the most important component in this presentation, because as I told you, there are new features added, new modules that we'll see together, inshallah. It includes basic search and advanced search. It's the advanced search that I will focus on. In addition to saving, retrieving searches and setting alerts and auto search, affiliation search, using SciVal metrics, of course, there have been some presentations or workshops that were held at the University of Sharjah by the Scopus or the LCD representative, and the recordings are available on how to use SciVal metrics. Basically, SciVal is interested in benchmarking and comparing institution performance and also the performance of authors worldwide from different parts of the world and different universities. Then the last point will be how to export documents to Mendeley Library, and how also to find journals and articles and download articles also from this library. I'll show you and illustrate this later on at the end of the presentation. So the overview. As you can see in red color, these are updated numbers. Scopus is an efficient tool, of course, for academic visibility, referencing, research, tracking of citations, finding cite scores, citation counts, authors metrics, journal metrics, performance of institution performance, and so on. In fact, this is a huge database that contains a lot of information and a lot of data that serve researchers. Once we get used to it and once we become well versed in it, we'll find out that it is really extremely helpful for any research activity. It's a bibliometric tool, of course, to track, analyze, visualize research, find also collaborators, find interdisciplinary subjects or topics that are in trend and popular, or they are in vogue, if you want. The number, as you can see, is every year is getting bigger. So the serial titles now has amounted to 25,100 journal title, in addition to 234,000 books. From previously it was 5,000, now it's 7,000 publishers from around the world, covering all types, basically all types of disciplines, humanities and also sciences, medicine, technology, and so on. So far, there have been 1.7 billion, or there are now 1.7 billion or above cited references. These are also figures. Around 77 million items. You can see in the middle also 1.7 billion since 1970. 70,000 institution profile, 16 million authors, and more than 7,000 publishers. Of course, this is a very good question. As I told you, I will go quickly on this because the presentation will be sent to all the attendees. I will go quickly, but what is most important, the most important thing is to illustrate this, is demonstration actually. Now, so researchers can search for documents, as I said, journals, journal index ranking, citations, also citation counts, metrics, and so on. They can also find graphic forms. This is very important, as I told you, in the document search. In the document search, we will see together how we can analyze the search result. And the importance of this lies in the fact that when you analyze search results, you can locate which subject area that is now that needs research, or where there are a lot of researchers in this area. This is, as I said, it is a trend, or a trend. Now, you can also search for authors using the ORCID ID and find out about authors' H indexes, their performance, as I told you, and number of citations received every year or during the last 3 years. There are a lot of sorting, as you can see here. At the last point, sorting and filtering functions. We will see together. I will illustrate also this. Now, how to access? I'll show you this immediately. How to register and access. So anyone who has problems, especially among graduate students, they can send me an email. I can organize training sessions for them. They are most welcome. If they face any problems in registering or any problems in finding sources, I can help. Miss Dana will give details about my email to all graduate students and a new faculty if anyone wants some help. Again, I will illustrate this later on, how to access from the university website, or from if you are off campus, if you want to use Google Chrome, how to access directly. All these are regarding registration. Once you create a profile, they ask you to your first name, family name, address, password. Also, they will ask you to tick what area or what specialization you want, subject area you are interested in, and then you receive an email confirming your registration. Okay, now let us start with this point, how to find journals to publish your works. Okay, so as you can see, sources, subject area, then apply. So you have to go to sources, then you select subject area, or you select title, then you narrow down your search, you filter Q1, Q2. There are a lot of filters which you will see in the demonstration. Yeah, I forgot to say something regarding the SJR. Also, you can check the ranking of a journal and its standing through SJR, which is Simagu ranking. And this is a very good website that is affiliated actually with Scopus, and it will also show you the Q1, Q2, Q3, the rank of the journal and its index, its quartile, I mean. So, as I said earlier, subject area or title. You can choose either category by subject area or by title. Or if you want, if you know the publisher or the ISSN, of course, of a journal, you can type it directly and you will be in the journal. You will obtain results, of course. This is a huge, big number, so 41,000, and then you can narrow down. The best way is to narrow down. Of course, you can click on first, second quartile. You can also click on year 2021 or last 3 years if you want. You can limit search to language, choose English language or English and French and German, for example. You can also limit the search to the author or to the affiliation, by affiliation, University of Sharjah if you want. So you can see that the results are now 1,074 journals. Further narrow it down, 350 results. So the more you narrow down, the more you are close to the journal you want to publish in, or to the type of journals you are targeting. Now, what you see on the right side, I will explain later on what is site score, what is SGR, and what is SNP, which is source normalized impact per paper. Also, this is very important, and some graduate student asked me last year, at least one graduate student asked me how we can get the whole list. This is how you get the whole list from Scopus. All journals from Scopus. I'll illustrate this later on. And last point about the journals. So we are talking about journal search, conference proceedings. You can look for conferences or latest conferences if you want, or conference story proceedings, and then you can see their articles. So let's go now to illustration. Okay. So I'll open University of Sharjah website. Just click on home, and then we go to libraries. So academics, and we choose libraries. Of course, you scroll down until you find Scopus. It is available here, so you can see Scopus. This is through advanced tools. You can also go to libraries from this side. So you can go to quick links here, and then you'll find libraries. Just click libraries, and you scroll down. Now we are in Scopus, so we'll press here, click here, and Scopus. Alternatively, you can type Scopus and then .com like this, and it will take you directly to the website like this. Okay. So it will ask you also to sign in, so you can sign in from here. So back to libraries, so I'll exit from here, and then back to University of Sharjah. So libraries, scroll down, we go to Scopus and press. Click on it. Okay, go to Scopus. Signing in is very easy, so you top right, you sign in, you enter your University of Sharjah credentials, or your password, the password for when you register. So just type email, and then automatically will ask you for the password, and you sign in. Fine. As you can see from the screen, so this is also a new feature, Start Exploring. It was added only recently. Now, looking for journals, okay? So which module we choose? We choose, of course, sources. If you are looking for journals, you choose sources. Click on sources. Fine. Now there will be categories, so you will be prompted to enter or to select a category. So either you choose subject area or title if you know the title. Okay, if you do not know the title, simply click subject area and then choose which subject area you want to. You can a list or a drop down menu will be displayed to you to choose which area. So if we are general arts and humanity, if you want language and linguistics, basically this is addressed to our graduate students. If I click the language and linguistics, and then you apply. Okay, so we have 1017 results. Okay, this is by examples of journals: artificial intelligence review, communication research, journal of communication, applied linguistics. For example, this is very good journal. You can see 99% it's percentile, and 1.397. This is the CITO score. So if you know the title already, so let's go back to search. If you want to search by title, just click here again, choose title. Right? So, and you enter, let's say, for example, applied linguistics. Okay, sensitive, so no problem if you don't capitalize. So, 19 results, applied linguistics, and of course, the results will be organized in terms of according to impact factor and to the journal's performance. So, applied linguistics journal is 8.3. So this is a high CITO score really, and 99%. The meaning of highest percentile, it means the relative standing of the journal in its subject field. It's the measuring the performance of the journal in its subject field. 99% is very high. The citations, of course, this is the number, total number, 1,397 citations. This is, we obtained this, as you can see, above 2017, 2020. It's the total number of citations received during the 3 years, from 17 to 20, divided by the number of documents. So if you divide this number with this number, okay, 168 documents, then you obtain 8.3, which is the CITO score, which is very high. The percentage, this one, percentage cited means percentage of documents that have received at least one citation in the received year, in the selected year. So, if you want, filtering also results is very important. You can see, for example, here we have filters, but let's go back to the 1000 results. We have chosen by subject area, and we have chosen language and linguistics. So I have chosen this category. When I apply, there are 1017 results. Now, filtering is very important. So if you want to filter by Q1, Q2, Q3, you go to these boxes, tick them. Let's say first, second, and third quartile only. And you choose journals. If you want conference proceedings to be included, of course, you can apply. Let us apply. So it will go down the number. So we have 679 results, including, so you can see artificial intelligence review is 10.4 CITO score, which means 3,700 citations divided by 357 documents. It's very high. Now, there are other journals, of course, and applied linguistics comes number 4. Sorry. Right. If you want to download or to save this search to a source list, so you can click on artificial, for example, intelligence, and you want to save this. So you save it to a source list, so that next time you can retrieve it directly. Enter the name, you can, or you can select, for example, I have a source list called linguistics, so I save it to this list, and it will go directly. If you want to retrieve it, you have to go to top right, and then you can see saved searches here. Click on saved searches, and you will find, of course, your the results. So these sources like applied linguistics and so on. Okay, good, fine. Now I was asked about downloading the total list of journals. So after you find the results, after you filter the results, and you want to download all journals in Scopus, go here. So you will find this module here, this tab. Click download Scopus source list. It will download it in a Excel sheet. Download sources and titles and metrics. Or if you want, you can download source titles only. I'd rather download source titles and metrics better, so that you can see the site score. Okay. So it will, you can see it is downloaded as a RAR zipped file. We will open it later on when it is done. It will contain all the journals, not the 679 results, all the indexed journals in Scopus in different fields and different subjects. As I said, if you want to look for conference proceeding, you just click conference, don't choose journal, click conference proceedings, and check this and apply. So there is one conference in the subject area, and you can click on it and see the articles published in this conference. Of course, there are other ones, you know, trade publications, other filters. Now, if you want to ask questions regarding journals now, or if you want to leave them to till the end, depending on your preferences, because we will go now to SJR. So, Miss Dana, what do you think? We leave the questions to the end of the session?
I think, Dr. Khaled, it's better to leave it to the end. I feel,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. Fine, okay. So now still we are in the journal search.
Unless
And
there is something like if someone feels that they need to, have an answer now before they forget.
yeah,
I don't know,
no problem.
sometimes.
No problem.
Yeah.
They are most welcome. They are most welcome. So, am I clear about these labels? Percentile, as I said, it's relative standing of the journal, its subject area. Citations, this is the total number of citations received during the last 3 years. When you divide them by the number of documents, you obtain the impact and the site score of the journal. Percentage of cited, this refers to the percentage of documents that have received at least one citation in the selected year. So let me go to SJR now. As I said, it's affiliated with Scopus. So if I want to check applied linguistics in SJR, I simply type applied linguistics and SJR. I'll go to Simago, of course, website. That's Simago. It's very high. You see, the H index of this journal is very high. It is Q1 definitely. Its category or subject area is arts and humanity, language, linguistics. So what you do after finding the title of the journal, you simply go to your browser. just paste the title of the journal and add SJR. That's it. Once you add that, it will take you to the website. So that's high. It is Q1. It's very clear. You can see it's a green color, permanently green. You see Q1 in all fields, in communication and linguistics and language. It is permanently a Q1, and you can go scroll down. You see the performance. It's getting high, and it is still in the Q1 category. You can see it's 3.94, which is a very high index. You can, since we are in SGR, let me type another title of any journal, or let us check, by entering, for example, let's say linguistics in general. Anyway, any title for engineering. Of course, a number of journals will be displayed, like, for example, computational linguistics. And each one, whenever you click, you will find the Journal of Neurolinguistics, Cognitive Linguistics. When you click, it will give you the H-index. And you can go and see the color, the dominant color, dominant trend, if you like, the dominant performance. So here, the dominant performance in language linguistics is green, so it's Q1 here. And in education psychology, it is Q2. Right, that's Q2 in education psychology. So it's basically Q1, it's 0.66. You can compare that to applied linguistics, which is 3.9. So this is SJR is very good also as a website that helps researchers find journals in different areas. So when you click on journal ranking, all Q1, these are in green. In the subject area, you can enter the subject area, select a category here, of course. Agriculture, if you select art and humanities, you can also narrow down the subject. Again, arts and humanities. Of course, it will display all the journals, but starting with Q1. You have to go like this until you find, for example, Q2. Like this, the results. So when the color changes into yellow, we are in Q2. If, for example, you click on Journal of Academic Ethics like this, then it's H-index 20. I suppose it is Q2, and you can see the color is predominantly yellow color here. So it is Q2. In philology, it's classified as Q1, but that's the highest. So you should not be confused with what is written at the bottom. A journal could be like this Q1, but this is the best quartile. That's the best quartile of the journal. It does not mean it's standing now. It's ranking now. Okay, the ranking now can be seen from the predominant color here, which is the yellow color. So therefore it is Q2, and we have selected it from the Q2 list. Okay, now let's leave the questions to the end of the session, and we will now go to document search, which is, as I said, the most important part in this presentation. Let's go to document search. So I will close this and go back to my list. Now, back to the presentation. In the document search, we will see, of course, this is SJR. Document search and download. Actually, other features in addition to document search and downloads. So, briefly speaking, we can look for documents, download articles, and read them, so that we know how researchers write articles, and this also improves our performance in writing articles. You filter down as usual. You look for a document, you enter a subject, you enter any keywords, and then you limit your search or narrow it Sometimes I advise students, especially graduate students, who contacted me to tick the open access, because open access allows you to download directly the article. And then, of course, you go to click on, there will be here, of course, tabs. Click on download tab here, just below the title, under the title, sorry. And then the article will be downloaded to your desktop or to your computer. Document search, this is a very nice feature, really. A very good feature in Scopus that shows all abstracts. We will see this later on, we will illustrate it. Advanced document search using and or, as you can see here, using and or to narrow down your research. Here I wrote translation, English, Arabic. But also, you see at the very bottom, advanced document search. This is a newly added module. We will see, we will illustrate this later, of course. This is how we use the advanced document search. We obtain results, then filter them, select. Here, for example, I selected applied linguistics. If you want to see what is in applied linguistics, you just click on view all documents, as you can see here. The documents will be displayed, and you can also choose any document, and also the journal. By the way, as I said, you can use documents to find journals. You see here Lengua. So after finding the documents, click on one document, or if you like the title of this document, for example here, the influence of English on modern standard Arabic speech reporting styles, a corpus-based study. This looks nice title and promising. So just go to Lengua. This is the journal. Click on the journal and then click on its homepage. So again, this is added to our search for journal. Since we are targeting or looking for journals, you can either use that option, subject category, subject area title, or also you can, through document results, find journals. I personally use this feature because I can see locate where, for example, if I have a topic, special topic, and very specific in a specific area, I can find, for example, similar articles and see where they are published, and see the journals that publish this type of articles. This is very good because it will help you narrow down the search, find the exact journal you want through article, through this feature. After that, of course, I located, for example, I found Lengua, and I'll go and click on the source homepage. That's Lengua. You can see at the top. Click on the source homepage. It will take you to the source, to the homepage, so you can see how you submit the guidelines for authors and so on. Then how to save searches and how to retrieve them. Saving, retrieving. Saving searches to a list, as I showed you earlier. You can save a journal to a list or an article to a list. Then we will come to the last point, which is also very important, how to export document to Mendeley Library, and how to find documents and articles in Mendeley Library. Let's illustrate now. So here we are again. Now about the journal, we said you click sources for journal. For documents, you click search. For documents, you click search. Okay. Now here you are. You have documents. So there are ways of different types of search. So you can write keywords, for example, here. If I say, for example, renewable energies, or if I write literary theory or literary practice or whatever, either humanities or other sciences and engineering. Let's stick to our subject, applied, for example, linguistics. I will look for documents in applied linguistics, and I have chosen article, title, abstracts, and keywords. You can stick to keywords here like this and see what it gives you. Or you can keep the three ones, and I prefer to keep the three ones so that I can see abstracts. And then click search. As you can see, we have 12,838 results, which is a big number. All of them are document titles, are articles. Some of them are open access, and some of them are not. Some of them need subscription or need to be paid. But University of Sharjah is affiliated with Scopus, so the downloading feature is working very well, really, except for some articles that are restricted. But most of them are, good. Most of them, are downloadable. If you chose open access, all of them will be downloadable. So let's now, the second step. So the first step was search. If you have a title, if you have a specific title of an article and you want to see this title, you just select title only, article title. If you select article title, you need to write the article title. Okay, so but we selected here article title, abstract, and keywords, as I told you, so that we can get the maximum of abstract and see the maximum of abstract. Now let's filter. Let's, for example, select open access. There is no problem, so we can keep it open like this. If we have an author, you can choose a particular author in the field of applied linguistics. Here's, of course, a list of those authors in the field. Narrow down so you have, related to this field, of course, to our search, applied and linguistics. There are articles in relation to computer science, using computer in the field of linguistics, social sciences, and so on. You can choose whichever one you want to target. So I prefer articles. So we have 5,000. You can see this 5,000 articles. Sticking to linguistics, computation linguistics, there are so on. So I prefer English here. So I narrow down to English. And at the very bottom, limit to. So the results will be less. Of course, will be you can see we have 1,505 results. Okay. Of course, open access download document. So here, this is how you download document. You click on the document. For example, multimodal assessment of communicative pragmatic features. This sounds very good. So related to schizophrenia. So basically to psychology. Good. Here we are. Now you have the title and you have the abstract. Okay. It has chosen the word applied, of course. Pragmatics is a field of linguistics, of course, or discourse analysis. So you go to download. Just click on download. It is downloaded. Done. So basically, it's open access. So you will see the article right now. So you can read the article and see if it is helpful for you as a researcher. You can also compare this article to the idea you have in mind, or to the problematic or the issue you want to tackle or to deal with. So basically, this feature is working very well. So I advise it to, especially to beginners, those who have started using Scopus only recently. Now I will exit this. So there is also another feature. I will show it to you, which is one of the best features in Scopus, which is the following. Now, we have 1,505 results, okay? So, go to this module or tab here, show all abstracts. So when you press or you click show all abstracts, all the abstracts of the articles will be displayed. So you'll have the title of the article, complexity of stability, and you have the abstract. So this is the article and the abstract. So this is machine learning based malicious and so on payload. This is the critical organization of listening effort, etc. That's the abstract. Textual borrowing in dissertation writing. This is very nice. Perceptions of supervisors and supervisees. Good. So this feature is a strong, very good feature in Scopus. You will find it, by the way, in Mendeley. We will see this later on. So once you, you want to improve the search, or you want to use another type of research, we will go to advanced search. I'll go back to Mendeley later on. So back to search, or you can use search again. Click here. Now using the features and add, for example, here. So I will write linguistics, for example, and I add, for example, translation. So you click here on the left side, add, and you add the word translation, or comparative linguistics if you want. You can add the word Arabic if you want. So Arabic, and click search. Definitely we are still looking for documents. Right. Okay, so let's if no documents are found, we need to remove at least one and check. Well, and translation, linguistics and translation. Let's say translation. I made a mistake, sorry. Spelling mistake. So again, I'll add reset the search. And I add Arabic. Was wondering Arabic. Arabic. Okay. Search. 590 documents. Okay, good. So you can select, by the way, let us check the other method. So this is a nice method. As I said, you can click on any article. This is multi-level embedding for processing Arabic social media content. It could be relevant also to translation. And as I said, the steps are here. So this is the abstract. Okay, this is the download tab or module here. Okay, this is the abstract, and you can download it. You can also look at the metrics. Okay, measuring the performance. So of this abstract 8 captures. As I said, back to if you want to see what journal has published this article, you can go here, computer speech and language. This is very important feature. As I said, you can click on it, see what is this article. Probably the article publishes journals, articles similar to your concern, to your own article, or Egyptian informatics journal. And you click on it, for example, and you can go to the source homepage here. So you click on the source homepage, it will take you to the journal. So this is the journal, and you'll find past issues, archive, how to publish, how to submit an article, guidelines for authors, open access options, and so on. So as I told you, this is a nice feature. So go back By the way, let me check the performance of this journal. It's very high, by the way, 11.4, very high. As I said, so you can click any journal, translation as a set of frames. This could be a conference. Journal of Modern Languages and Literature. Okay. So this is a journal also. You can go to the source homepage and you see a 0.1 site score. If you want, you can check it's a standing through SJR. That's the home page of the journal, editorial board, and everything regarding its publication ethics, publication rules, guidelines for authors. You find everything. If you can, you simply copy the title like this. Control C. Then open your browser. Paste the title and type HJR. So let us see. Okay, fine. H index 2. So I think it's Q. Let me see the color. Yes, it's a Q3. It's a Q3. So the dominant color is orange. Okay, in linguistics it's Q3. But the best performance or the best quartile was 2. So this is if you can you can increase the size of the screen and you read at the bottom, you'll find best quartile. This is the best performance of the journal. It was in the literature and literary theory. It was Q2. In linguistics and language, it is Q3. You can see it's predominantly orange. I'll exit this and go back to our search. Now, how to do advanced search options? Of course, I will show you how to save the searches later on, or if you want, we can do it now. Here is we have the result. So you can save to a source list this article, and again you can choose either if you can add a new one, or you can add linguistics and save it. So if you want to retrieve it, you go click on top right of your name here, and then go to saved searches, because I have journals and I have articles. So it will be in it's still updating. It will appear later on, okay? And you can click also here. Of course, I have saved lists, my journals. There are 2 documents in linguistics. It is clear now. Okay, these are the 2 documents. There is another feature I want to show you, which is at the bottom, as I told you earlier. You can also save the article if you want. You download it and save it to your desktop, whatever. I'll talk about exporting later on. This is saving the search results. You can save it in linguistic translation and Arabic and save, and the search will be saved. So you can also set alerts to receive emails. Now, back to search document and the newly added feature. So I will delete this or reset if you want. And then type, choose article subject, type applied, for example, linguistics. And go to advanced to this tab. Click here. Advanced document search. you can see here the query string. You can add to this string either affiliations. Let's add affiliation or country. You can add country here. So I press plus and enter between parentheses, let's say United Arab Emirates, and we see the articles available in the UAE or by UAE researchers, and click. It displays only those articles related to your subject field, to the search to applied linguistics in the UAE. There are 24 documents here. You can see them. Theory, practice, and second language acquisition. This could be a conference or a journal. Let us click and see. So, learning cross-modal representation from transformers, fine-grained, using pictures and teaching metaphorical expressions to Arabic speaking, integration of applied linguistics and business communication, a pilot study, and you can see here the journals. So sometimes we suspect Asian journals, is it Scopus indexed or not? Because we have a lot of journals that are really predatory journals in the field, especially Asian journals. If we click, okay, that's Scopus indexed, of course, 0.3 score. Fine. You can copy it and check its ranking in SGR. SJR. So that's the journal. Asian Journal of Applied Linguistics. It's in 2, H index 2. I think it's Q3 probably. Yeah, it is Q3, so it's really orange. And its best performance is Q3. You can see at the bottom, best quartile is Q3. Probably it's a new journal, but it publishes articles. It's indexed in Scopus, published articles in applied linguistics, in translation theories, anything related to language and linguistics. So I'll exit this. So back to our research results. 24 documents in the United Arab Emirates. You can also choose by affiliation University of Sharjah if you want. And here, of course, go back to advanced search, and you can click affiliation by the first one, and you write University of Sharjah. Okay, you can also add this affiliation organization if you have the name of an organization that publishes that research work. Usually, the more filters you apply, you apply, the narrower the results. Fine. Okay, how to retrieve, as I told you, so showing exporting to Mendeley. So once we have one, for example, document that you think is important, for example, let's click on any article, and you wanted to export this article to Mendeley, for example, which is a library. At the very top, there is this export. Next to download, press export. It will give you the option. So I will choose Mendeley because I am registered in Mendeley, and I click export at the very bottom. Now the document is in Mendeley. So if I want, it will tell you view your library. I go to my library. Probably it will ask me to sign in, but it is synchronized. I think I'm signed in already. Accept all cookies. Here we are. I think yes. That's my account, Khalid is this. So, and that's my library. So you can find articles added to the library. You can open any one of them and read it, or send it, or share it with others. By the way, Mendeley also is a source of references. I'll show you. Okay, I'll exit it. I'll show you that Mendeley also includes a lot of sources. go to search results. 590 documents in applied linguistics, it is saved in search. It tells you that your search has been saved in saved searches. And if you want to retrieve it, you just go to your name at the very top and go to saved searches, okay? Now, you can view also in Mendeley, we have 3016 articles or papers. Click on them and it will take you to the Mendeley library. Okay, so really a lot of results. Department of Material Science. You need to narrow down if you want your search, because we have chosen a topic that is mitigating the adverse effects. You can download, by the way, these articles from Mendeley. You can also do your own search. You can enter, for example, translation theory or Arabic translation or translation Arabic English and see what it gives us. Okay, sorry, Arabic and English and see. Okay, 14,395 articles. Example, free download الموطأ of موطأ Imam Malik, Arabic English, full online. This is an article also. Oh, okay, that's the one. I have to log in. No, let's choose another one. Apologies in Arabic interlanguage cross-cultural study. That's the article, Science Direct. So you can view the PDF file of this article, Apologies in Arabic and English, an interlanguage cross-cultural study. This sounds a very nice article. You can view the PDF. It's published by Journal of King Saud University Language and Translation. Journal of King Saud University Languages and Translation. That's the article. You can read it. You can also download it from here. Okay, so this is an idea on Mendeley, and I advise all graduate students to subscribe to register in Mendeley. It's very easy. It's free. They can register and get an account and password, and they start sharing documents. Also looking for articles, comparing, seeing how an article is written, comparing articles, and also exporting your findings from Scopus to Mendeley. So, and Mendeley has a desktop on your computer. You have your desktop that contains all the references you found and all the articles you found. Okay. So this regards. I hope I have not. Yeah. There's one. The last point is if you want to, after exporting, if you want to analyze the results and see the trend of articles, where the trend is going, you can press here. So after, when you find the results, after you narrow down your results, 590 documents, go to analyze search results. It will display by subject area, by category. These graphs are very important, graphic representation, because it shows you the predominant trend, for example, in the subject area. So this is a document by subject area. You can increase it, and you will see here social sciences 20%, arts and humanity 20%, of course, and you can click on it, and it will show you the exact articles. We have 243 documents related to arts and humanities. The first one, translation as a set of frames. It's a book. A study of etymology of the Arabic word astura, a historical and comparative outlook. This is also open journal published in Jordan Journal of Modern Language and Literature. You can read it, download it, and so on. In fact, there are a lot of options in Scopus. As I told you, don't forget, show all abstract. This is nice because it shows you the abstract, the full abstract, and you can read and see whether or not you are interested in reading the full article or not. A critical linguistic assessment of the translation of Najib Mahfouz. That's nice, okay, fine. So this is regarding the analysis of data. This is very important. It's good for benchmarking, for comparing. You can see the computer sciences 400 reference, 400 articles, arts and humanities 243, okay, and the other subject areas. Document by author, so you can also see who is the author who published more than others. Okay, document affiliation. So many figures and charts that help you assess the subject area you are targeting, whether it is solicited by publishers or not, and so on. Fine. I hope I have not forgotten anything regarding the document search. But now, search by author. This is very easy. You can see it's not difficult to search for authors. So this is searching, analyzing search results, examples, engineering. Now, the search for author is very easy. Here is one example. For example, you go to the search again. It's not sources. Sources usually concerns. Now let me reset this. Okay. Usually sources concern journals, but authors, and you type the last name and then first name. Okay, so if I type, for example, last name, our Vice Chancellor for Research and Academic and Graduate Studies, and his name, of course, Muhammad. Okay, a click search, and it will give you the total. Of course, this is the total number of documents ever since he joined the University of Sharjah. He has more than, I think, 500 or 600 documents in Scopus. But this is ever it's related to the, as you can see, to the affiliation. Related to affiliation. You can click on this number, the document. It will display all the documents by this author. You can also filter open access. You can also filter by co-authorship, by subject area, and so on, and get your article. On the right side, you see the journal. For example, here, the Journal of Communication, Nonlinear Science, and Numerical Simulation. So this is the journal. As I said, click on the journal, and then go to the source. See the source homepage. Click on the source homepage. It will take you to the journal. This is a journal, and this is how you publish, submit an article, guide for guidelines, and so on. Okay. This is the author search. Search by affiliation is also easy. Still, we have to go to search, and then you can choose affiliation, and you type, for example, University of Sharjah. University of Sharjah. Click on University of Sharjah and apply the search. So that's the University of Sharjah engineering, the subject areas. So you can see engineering is number 1 at the top, computer science followed by medicine. Of course, humanities can be included under the social sciences. Good also, the percentage is nice in social sciences. That's fine, okay. Not very bad. And 677 documents in social science. You can click on social sciences and see the authors also. These are the titles, and these are the authors, Yusuf, etc., affiliated by the University of Sharjah. Okay. Oh, good. Immunology, engineering, we have 2,576, which is good also. Total number of documents by institution is, of course, Scopus index, 8,134. And of course, as Prof. Ahmad said last time in his presentation, on the day where the Saibal speaker was speaking, was presenting, Sharjah is the first now in the United Arab Emirates in scientific research. Is at the very top. Okay, that's it. Affiliation. Mendeley, as I told you, you subscribe, you register, and you obtain your password, and you become a member in Mendeley. You can see Save to Mendeley here. I have shown you this. You can also see in the library the articles. And if you have any questions, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Ali, for this informative presentation. 2 questions, please, for you.
I can't hear very well, if you don't mind.
Hello, yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better, much
Okay.
better.
Okay, thank you for this informative presentation. I do have 2 questions, though.
Yes.
First, is there any, or are there any direct links in Scopus to the journal's official websites to contact them or get in touch with them?
As I showed you, in this, go to the search results, and in the search results you will find the journal. So look here, I'm sharing you the screen. Can you see the screen?
No.
I need to share it again. Yeah. Share the screen. Right now, I think you can see it now.
Okay.
So the search results. So you click on any journal here, for example. So here's the search results of documents. Of course, by the way, we have been looking for documents. So this is the article's title, and this is the journal. When you click on the journal, it will display homepage, source homepage. You see, source homepage. You click directly, it will take you to the journal's homepage.
All right. Second question.
Here you are in the journal, so you can start your search. Yeah.
Okay. Second is, can you go to the recommended feature into finding relevant articles? It is somewhere in your slides, I believe.
In the slides, okay. Let me go back to. I don't know why they disappeared from the. Okay. So I think all the slides, especially if you are targeting a journal, you'll focus on the first slides. This one, starting from here. البحث عن مجلة. عن عنوان مجلة. So it contains
relevant articles in particular that I'm interested in.
In articles, you go to the second part of my presentation, which is documents, starting from here. I will send you this presentation. Ms. Nada will send it to you, and it will contain all things you need to do about document to know about document search, step by step. You can
Dr.
see.
Khaled, can you attach it in the chat, please? It will be easier. Everyone will get it if you just put it in the chat. And
Yes.
yeah, this will be much easier. People can find it.
How can I put it in the chat?
Yes, just go to the chat, and there's a pin. You see this? There's like not a pin. What do you call this? There's something that says attach file, and then you can upload on my computer.
Yeah, because I'm using. Yeah. I think it's at the very bottom. There is.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. Next to the A. You know, the second one, second left.
This one.
Yes. Yeah. And then it says upload from my computer.
No problem if it is open now.
We can try.
Go to research.
Okay, thank you both. Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. Which one is updated? Let me see. One of them is updated. I think, yeah, it's this one. I think it's this one, 3 p.m. No, it's not the latest one. It's not shown here. Let me check. This is, I found it. Okay, good. Open.
Okay. Yeah, and now we,
I think
yeah, and just click.
it's
No, now, yeah, there
it's
you go.
uploading. Yeah.
Uploading. Now you see this arrow at the
Yeah.
very right? Just, yeah, send.
Send it.
There. Tamam,
Oh,
we got it.
that's excellent. So you are professional.
Thank you.
MashaAllah.
We have Dr. Ahmad raising his hand.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. Very helpful presentation and very clear. Thank you. I searched for conference proceedings in the field of architecture.
Yeah.
And I would be grateful if you do that while I'm asking the question.
Yeah,
I found only one proceeding.
One.
And yes, and I already expected to find very little because I was searching a lot during summer holiday for proceedings in this field.
Yeah.
And I'm so
Let's go
surprised,
to
only
sources.
one. Yes,
Let's go
okay.
to sources.
Okay,
Let's go
yes,
to
please.
sources. And archaeology.
Architecture.
Architecture.
Yeah.
Probably you chose from here from the subject area, or you typed?
I actually wrote architecture, just wrote it. In engineering, actually. I
In
got two
engineering.
options,
So I was
either in
looking for-
engineering or in computer science. I'm certainly interested in engineering.
Let me check it in engineering is much better.
Okay.
Yeah. You go to the category because it's more classified.
Yeah, down, I believe.
Yeah, it's the E. My mouse is not working well.
Yeah, here, around here. Yes, here we are, second
Yeah,
one.
it's here. Yeah. We will apply and see why it does not show conference proceedings. Let me scroll down.
Yeah.
And apply. Okay. No minimum selected. Okay, no minimum selected. Show only titles in top. First quartile. No need display only open. No, I will apply that. I think there will be more than one component.
Yeah, so 4, but actually I already know that only the second one is really relevant to architecture. The rest are kind of structural engineering. Yeah, irrelevant, really.
That's it, because you know there are criteria for including conference proceeding in Scopus.
Yeah.
Very tough criteria.
Exactly, but the point is,
you know why? Because in a conference, it's not the same level of articles. There are presenters who are well versed in a subject and published, and there are beginners. So sometimes it's very hard, you know. In other fields in engineering, I find thousands of conference proceedings.
Exactly. This is exactly what I want to say, that usually, you know, for, I mean, when we want to apply to conferences, we always ask, and this is absolutely right, to be asked to go for conferences that are indexed by Scopus. And according to my search, I mean, the options are kind of...
Try Mendeley. Try Mendeley. You will probably find a lot of, first of all, as I told you, register in, are you registered in Mendeley?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Yeah, try look. You will find, I'm sure in Mendeley there are nice.
Okay, I'll try and probably most likely contact you.
Yeah, it's even more. Yeah, you are welcome, man. At any time. 3002222. That's my email. 30022. At any time. And I'm in the service of all researchers.
Okay,
and part of my job is research support services. So I give any services, even editing if you want.
Thank you. I have another question, but probably allow others to ask, and probably if more time, I can ask my second question.
Sure.
Thank you. Unless there are no others, I can probably ask.
Yeah, no problem. You can ask it because only 5 minutes are left for questions.
Okay, just for the correlation between departments and the specialties in for the journals. For example, if I find a journal under the title Urban Studies, and I'm obviously in the Department of Architecture, it's not very...
not civil, architecture.
Yes, architecture in engineering. So it's not very clear to me, is urban design, I mean, for me, I consider urban design certainly part of, but sometimes, I mean, for this is probably a bit clear, but sometimes I have specialties like geography, which again, I consider it relevant, but I don't know how it is considered.
But they overlap, you know, they overlap. It depends on the journal. Go to the scope. No, I showed you one feature which is very nice. As I told you, targeting a journal through documents.
Yeah.
This is, you'll find it in the slide.
My question is for publication. If I want to publish in a journal that it's under geography, is it considered by the university to be relevant to my subject or not? Who decide that?
It is relevant. It is relevant. Generally, it is relevant. Of course, there's a university committee, but I think as long as it is Scopus indexed, Q3, Q2, Q1, Q3, let's avoid Q4, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah, Q3, let's stick to Q2 is fine.
Yeah.
I publish in Q2. Q2 is good. Now, as long as it is Scopus indexed, don't worry. The committee will not say anything about
specialty. It doesn't matter for specialty.
Yeah, because it bears some relevance, and the referees know this, the reviewers know this.
Okay.
As long as they accept it within the journal, it means it bears relevance to your subject field.
Okay.
But
so no need to double check before I publish or contact the journal. Is it acceptable in the...
Yeah, you contact the journal, and of course they will tell you whether it's relevant. They have content committees, and they have technical content. They have content and technical later on submission committees. So they will tell you definitely. But as long as it is indexed, don't worry. Regarding the how the university classifies or ranks the journals, this is not really my. I do not know. There is a committee, central committee at the University of Sharjah. They decide the rank of the journal, what's A journal or B journal.
Yeah.
They decide. I really do not know, and even I don't have the list. But anyway, you have any further questions regarding the technicalities of research? You have my email, Mr. Ahmed.
Sure.
Send me
Thank
at
you so
any time.
much.
At any time.
Sure.
Inshallah.
Really appreciate. Thank you very much.
Really, I help everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Dana.
Thank you very much, Dr. Khaled, and thank you all for attending.
As I told you, thank you, Professor Ghalib. Thank you so much. Really, I appreciate your comment. At any time, anyone who needs help with research, just send me email or let him contact me. Okay? Any type of service.
And I will post the recording of this session in the chat once it's fully downloaded.
I'm really grateful to all the attendees because it's weekend and people attended.
Yes, we had a great turnout.
So thank you all. I'm typing this.
Thank you, Dr. Khaled. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Have a nice weekend.
Nice weekend.
Yeah, and take care. شكرا جزيلا. الله يحفظكم إن شاء الله. مع السلامة.